cash, dog. Let me take this Balenciaga mask off to ask y'all. Who asked y'all? Sequel told me to stump my ass off. That's all. Bop, 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 bop. He was a good cat, my bad, dog. Don't put no K after that B, boy. Bad call. That's flag talk. Fuck around and knock your flag off. I had to. I wore a gap before a tattoo. I had to. As a matter of fact, I had to. No cap, I'm on the capsules. I done relapsed, boo. But I've been on my feet since Cinderella lost the glass shoe. The cash blue, but I'm still seeing green. I'm in the bathroom and I'm peeing lean. My bitch a vacuum. My toilet keep me clean. The scene serene. I'm a badonk in bikini fiend. I just need a queen that ain't scared to fuck a Stephen King. I used to live next door to Drake and Mama D and Lisa D on either street. How I go from bars on the screen, go to the TV screen, don't ask me. But never change the channel. Gucci flannel, Gucci size, Gucci sandals, Gucci teddy bears and pandas. Not fake propaganda, about to blow out the candle. My little hoe, out Atlanta, got a hoe. Out Atlanta with a hoe. Out Atlanta, she a hoe. Out Atlanta, we get it. That's the same in these cities. My bitch ain't better than P. Diddy's. And ever since the pandemic, they don't want to drink out of Canada. I've been screaming free Drizzy. I know they trust my vision, but don't want me to see prison. Said I can't make no promises, either leave or come visit. But leave the keys to your heart next to your soul and your spirit. Some see graffiti as art, some can see hoes to be women. But I'm the greediest shark amongst the ocean of killers. I put you 6 feet deep, I'm being socially distant. Nina Ross on their hip. The 44 is my mistress. Extra shots, extra clips, ain't talking videos, no fix. So just come to see about it, bitch. So
Hey yo, I am the star in any room that I stand in. I am the standout, you just my stand-in. These bitches copy my homework, that's what they hand in. That's why I'm private like the airports I land in. Life is a beach house, don't let the sand in. I ball in any arena, go let the fans in. I should go cop a New Jersey, that's worth the Camden. These bitches time trip tapping, but I stick to dancing. I D&G the wallet, my money tall and brolic. Big ass backyards just to pop a big for frolic. One margarita pizza with Parmesan and garlic. These bitches thirsty, I can see why they alcoholics. Ain't gotta ever talk about it when you are about it. Just bought a new car, not to drive it, but to walk around it. Just call me Nikki, cock the blicky, the menage is silent. Brand new vanilla Maserati, I've been Haagen-Dazsing. He called me solid even though I'm dripping water diet. Big booty sticking out, my Daisy Dukes will cause a riot. These bitches still my sons, who could ever deny it? My packs hit different, who could ever supply it? No one bitch could be my out, that shit offends me. It's corporate giants, the machines that went against me. I watched bitches, man, they couldn't even rinse me. She said she hot, I said, well, bitch, come and convince me. Ain't no seeing green, but I'm seeing green. Even with them floor seats, they couldn't see the team. The K-I-N-G, the GOAT, plus me, the queen. I send shots, send them back, bitch, we the scene.
you know, one of the perils of making money is you can afford to be dramatic. Y'all some drama queens for real. It's all good though. You now tune into the biggest ever. YMC and B, Tunchi Lee, Young Angel, Young Lion, man. Y'all boys get on the track with Onika Mirage and y'all still dying, man. What's up? We in this bitch. This ain't gonna be the first time that I do numbers on 2 crutches. Seen more plaques than 2 brushes. Until I'm at the pearly white gates, I gotta move something, do something. All meetings happen in person, so they can't prove nothing. Known her 8 years and still fuck her like a new husband. Trying to run a country like Putin one day, but who's rushing? Who's bluffing? For real. Who you hugging? Who you wanna be loving? I play 48 minutes on a torn meniscus. Who's subbing? El Chico Luxury. Wanna see my niggas ball so bad I started up a league. Fuck with me. You niggas can't trouble me from the double tree. Step your sweets up. I get Oliver to set the beats up. 2021, I had to wet the streets up. Your girl was better in the morning like a slice of pizza. That's when I had to hit her with the nice to meet you. You niggas think you doing damage, you just hyping me up. Face who? I can see a wall of y'all, all of y'all, and run straight through. Trust it's all fun and games until I wanna play too. Adios mio, the ice is Frio on the Jesus. It's bringing me closer to God. I'm already close to the mob. I'm already known as the GOAT. You can try and get close, but you won't. I already packed the garage. None of these shits is a dodge. None of this shit's a facade. None of this shit's a mirage. Thought I was seeing things when I was seeing green. 6 GOD. CMB.
All right, just give you guys time to thumbs up and share. We're gonna do one more song selection, and then we in there. So thumbs up, 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 up as you're coming into the sanctuary.
No time for the little dick. You see, the bigger the dick, the bigger the bank, the bigger the biz, the better the chance to get close to his rich friends. I'm going out for the big man. The G-string make his dick stand, make it quick then. Slow head by the nightstand, like lightning. I want a nigga with a wedding ring, bank accounts in the Philippines. Black men take care of things. See, y'all fucking in the living room. Y'all just turn home. I make her eat while my period on. A little nasty hoe, Rambo, what a classy hoe, young jazzy hoe. And don't be scared, cause if you're curious, just ask me hoes. And yes, things that the comes quite natural, cause I'm the baddest bitch, man. I'm the baddest bitch. See, y'all hate hoes, you think they niggas on talk shows and fun hoes. See, if I ever cross the caught up in the cross, and it's your fun hoe, I'm going off, ho. See, I'm unemployed with no boss, ho. While y'all suck your dick for free and broke off, ho. See, it pays to be the boss, ho. Shit, that's how you talk, ho. X-rated, elevated, bun money, and I probably fuck your daddy if your name wasn't fair hating. Cause I'm the baddest bitch. I'm the baddest bitch. That's a no-no. See, if you off the chain, stay ahead of the game, save up, buy a condo, sell a pussy by the grand, and how much you wanna bid, another week set of rims. See, if I had the chance to be a virgin again, I'd be fucking by the time I'm 10. So y'all ass my motto, dick sucking in the auto, quick fucking by the follow, on the back of the trunk or when I'm dead ass drunk, but I don't get high though. I never took it up the ass, off the try, but I passed. And for what I heard, it ain't bad. I'm a curious bitch who took off and getting broke off from the baby's back, cause I'm the baddest bitch.
All right, one more round, girl. Thumbs up.
Jumping that, summon that bitch, jumping that fire, jumping that bitch, hitting that fire, jumping that whip, jumping that bitch, coming that bitch, ho, jumping that bitch, up doing circles, it's a bird, take him to the potty, he's a nerd, bow, I ain't seen niggas hit corners in the motherfucking birds, bow, down politicking with the competition, what's the word? Put that on my mama, nigga, 8 in the process, nigga trying to take me toe through the progress, tongue tied when the truth is an object, what's the pros and the cons of this next check? Wasn't nobody round, I was independent, in the 97 bomb with the windows tinted, had a bomb, got a strap in the potty, who the fuck like this in the party? Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up. Beat him up. I was seeing double in the projects, mad at myself, when to put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coupe that we rode at the school on the way to pop pies. And niggas wanna play both sides. It's a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, then we can't woo them guys. Fuck around and bag 2 of them guys. I'm OD in Paris, I'm OD in France. I thought that I told you I need the advance. Put down your IG and look through my lens. A million to grandma, who did I offend? The girl of your dreams, to me is a fan. I made it to million and did a little dance. I'm fucking the world, I was in my pants. My Uncle G told me that I had a chance. So then I popped out and did it again, and did it again, and did it again. I cannot respect them and did it again. Advice from the council, let nobody in. Been swearing through rumors, avoiding the trends. I'm ducking the hoes, I'm ducking the loony that come with the shows. I'm grateful to man that he opened the doors. They song on the tour to come and compose. I reach to the stars on my tippy toes. This greatest success when most niggas fold. I tell you my past, that shit don't get old. But how could you ask? Like I don't be writing my rap. The critics got everyone tapped. You gotta relax. The city where nobody sleeps. Just tap in and that's where I'm at. Ho! Smoking on your top 5 tonight. Smoking on your what's the name tonight. Smoking on your chosen tonight. I am the Omega. PG Lane Rolling Gang SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a hold on, y'all niggas playing with me, man. I am the Omega. PG Lane Rolling Gang SIE. Don't you address me unless it's with 4 letters. Bitch, I thought you known better. I've been ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the social gimmicks. I've been ducking the overnight activists. Yeah, I'm not a trending topic. I'm a prophet. I answer to Metatron Nick every year. Bitch, looking for a better me. I am a legacy. I come from the 70s. The Al Green offspring, guns and the melody. The big shot, wrist on cryo. Therapy. Soon as I press that button, nigga better get it right like the emblem's coming. Us two when I like he ain't been through none day free. Got at least 1 B in the oven. I'm tripping, I'm jigging, my mental is amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasion, brother. Rich nigga, mama, know I made it, brother. Go figure, never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother. New flows coming, be patient, brother. Show my ass in, take you out of class. I can multitask like Megan, brother. 2021 ain't taking no prisoner. Last year y'all fucked up all the listener. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Who the fuck backing them? All been falsified. The facts mean this is a vaccine and the game need me to survive. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first, bitch. Smoking on top 5s. Motherfuck that album, fuck that single. Burn that hard drive. Ain't nobody safe when I come. I'm killing everybody that's outside. Yeah, Kanye changed his life, but me, I'm still an old school Gemini. Let me jump in this bitch. 2 phones, but I only bring 1 in this bitch. 1 daughter, but they all my sons in this bitch. No hoes, ain't shit getting done in this bitch. I'm scary, I got a gun in this bitch. Smoking on top 5s. Stop playing, I'm that guy. Number 2 DM in my bitch. That's cool, that's what.
What's going on, Conscious Crew? Oh, hi. Happy, what is Thursday. Hope you guys are well. I had lunch with my father. He came all the way to Alabama to be with the baddest bitch, girl. All right, so we had a little Red Lobster, but you guys know I'm vegan, so whew, learning this plant-based life is very fascinating, honey. But I took a, I had a few little pieces of the lobster, girl. Just a few little pieces of the crab boil. I'm so bad. Anyway, you guys know what we're here to get into, girl. Before we do so, I need you guys to go ahead and thumbs up the video until it is absolutely stuck. You guys know that thumbing up not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious crew member and telling them to get their arses into the sanctuary. All right, shout out to all of the new subbies. Make sure you guys have all of your notifications set to all. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Instagram, your Snapchat, your MySpace, your Facebook, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know the real loud, live, and in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, what's going on? Let me speak to some of the Conscious crew in the building. What's going on, Dr. Dominisha? Hey, Miss Hurley. Miss PH, I am great and thank you. Hi, Mary. What's going on, Nakia? Hey, Outside the Box. What's going on? My room is in tea. Hey, it's Nene. Hi, Sharon. Hey, BS Speaks. Really? What's going on? Hi, Trini Gala. What's going on, Bessie? Hey, Boo. What's going on, Queen B More? Hey, Love. Hey, Crystal. Hey, I am Nicole. What's going on, Corey? What's going on, Sabian? Hey, Taurus. What's going on, Jackie Stewart? Hey, my boo, Court, my baby mama. Court, are you going to the DC trip? Are you going to be on the DC trip next month? Because you know the Celestial is supposed to be pooching through. Miss DC, are you going to be on that trip, honey? What's going on outside the box? Hey, Jasmine. What's going on, Riri? Hey, Sin. Hey, Iron Gardner. Hey, Shayla. What's going on, Pangal? What's going on, the Tax Maven? Hey, Boo. Hey, Corinthia. Thank you, love. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Sabra. What's going on, Tanya? Hey, Sexy Nessa. What's going on, Lateria? Hi, Yvette. What's going on, Sherry? Hi. Hey, Coda Girl. What's going on, Octavia? What's going on, Sharon? What's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Dion. What's going on, Lady Butterfly on period? The fuck these who I thought it was, honey. Times is hard. Clearly is experiencing hard times, girl. Stay up out that abortion clinic, ma'am. What's going on? Hey, HD Lenny. Hey, guys. Hey, Auntie. What's going on? Faith is the substance. Hi. Hey, Peaches Banks. Sending love from San Francisco. Shout out to San Francisco. Hi, Dancing with Nature. I love doing the roster, girl. This keeps me familiar with y'all. Y'all know for a long time, when I first came on YouTube, I did not pay any attention to my live chat, girl. And so I didn't know who the hell was who. I knew who was the day one girl. I couldn't have picked y'all out of a Million Man March a few years ago. But once I started actually doing the roster, every time I go live, that really familiarized myself with you guys' names, y'all avatars. So I know who my bitches and my niggas is. What's going on, Shanna? Hey, hi. All right. So we got some things to get into. I'm going to try not to make this commentary too long. You guys know that I've been doing parts and been speaking to the drama that's been happening, girl, because if there's anybody outside of Larry who can and who has the authority and has the position to speak, it's me. Because I know Larry, I'm a part of NBN Network as a Celestial and as a Reformation and church member. And I also had a personal relationship with Vincent as well, and was around for all his firing and rehiring, all the behind the scenes shit, etc., girl. So if there's any content creator, girl, who has the authority to speak eek, if there's anybody whose voice actually matters, bitch, it would be mine. Let me calm down, girl. It's already Thursday. Because I'm trying to decide if I want to put on my bitch for this commentary. What y'all think? What's going on, City Boy? Hey, Boo. Hey, Link. Should I put on my bitch? Because I got an angel on one side. And then I got that damn red devil pitchfork horned bastard on my right side. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think, girl? My energy is very androgynous, honey. I could put that bitch on. Oh, girl, that pendulum, honey, she's swinging from left to right, girl. And you know when you just, girl, you know when you feeling great, girl, and looking great, and you all crispy, honey. You know, it just brings good vibes. But then, you know, that bitch, honey, you know, she's always on. The bitch is always on, honey. Maybe we'll be somewhere in the middle. So, you guys know I did a part 2 commentary. You can put on whatever your heart desires. Period. Let loose that I am the culture. Y'all are a mess. So, you guys know I did a part 2. And in that part 2, we end up having an emergency hearing because the natural forces of the universe had brought me and Terrill Hill's landlord into contact, girl. And, you know, she ended up spilling the deets because that woman was mad as all hell that Vincent was basically 5 to 6 months behind his rent. She didn't want to rent to him any fucking way because he had bankruptcies and other discrepancies on his rental history. She took a chance on him. Then he squatted her property. She had to go to housing court in order to evict his ass. And while he was running around trying to sweep in front of everybody else's front door, claiming why he isn't jealous and what does he have to be jealous of as it relates to Larry girl, what the truth teller himself didn't tell nobody, child. It's like he was grifting for a paycheck in a Klondike bar. So, you know, it was a hot mess, you know, but they always conveniently, you know, leave their motive and their actual circumstances, you know, out of the equation while they grift off an audience. So as that's happening, and I'm giving you part 2, I get a influx of comments saying TS Madison's employee was yabba dabba doing and had corroborated what Vincent had said. Now, I had been seeing it all over my algorithm, but I had not bothered to watch because I personally didn't give a damn about what TS Madison's employee had to say or I had to add. But since you guys had, you know, blew it up and you guys wanted me to really respond to it, child, I said, you know what, let me go ahead and go over there, girl. So I caught myself going over there and super speed and through that shit, girl. It was a speed listen. I had that shit on the highest speedometer. And I'm listening. And I'm like, okay, girl, this girl didn't corroborate anything other than the fact that she was lied to as well. So then, per y'all's request, I came back here and I gave pretty much my commentary and my breakdown, did the math for him, and then pushed on through, okay? Whether she pays him by check or pays him by clout, he's getting paid, okay? So I leave that commentary and go on about my business, okay? I had other shit to do. And so I'm on the phone with a friend, and I get notified that TS Madison's employee has, in fact, commented, okay? And she's clearly etched. You know, she's got hypertension. Clearly, you know, her weave ain't weaving. And, you know, she had a bit of a toot. I didn't really have time to get into it because I was on a much more significant phone call with a much more significant individual. So I had kind of grazed over the comment while I was on the phone. And I decided to go back live to just give a general, here you go, girl. Like, clearly you was in your feelings because I used the word insignificant as it related to things that you said that were illegitimate, unsubstantiated, and to me, they were, in fact, insignificant. But I don't know you. You don't know me. If that hurt your fifis, girl, if it had your queer panties in a goddamn bunch, girl, charge it to the game. My bag. Still yet, the facts remain the facts. All right? I even came back and I was nice enough to take this bitch off and ask the conscious crew. I said, girl, was I giving bitch? Because I didn't feel like I was giving bitch, but I'm a Scorpio, so we can, you know, naturally put on bitch energy. Okay, so, you know, I humbled myself and said, girl, you know, what was it giving? You guys was just like, girl, no, you wasn't giving anything different than what you usually give, girl. I mean, it was what it was, you know, and I really created a safe space for you guys to communicate with me in and to tell me all about my damn self. And everybody had a unanimous agreement, girl, that, you know, Miss Craig was a messy Atlantean, bogged down ballroom scene as queen who needed to find him something else to do. So I took y'all word for it, bitch. And I kept on pushing. Well, because I have left the comment sections, especially regarding this type of particular content, open to the haters, girl, I don't really get into the comments. So I had no idea, girl, that there was a whole prison melee going on in my comment section. Come to find out, Larry Reid live, girl, was getting Miss Craig, you know, together. So I said, okay. So I'm reading through, and I'm like, oh, so this is what we're going to do. Before we get into, nope, I'm going to go ahead and read it so that we can set up some context, girl. Now, mind you, he done came back and edited his comment, girl, because, you know, these girls can't never keep their narrative together, girl, okay? They always gotta they jump out the window first, and then they make an ass out of themselves, and then they have to go back and start editing shit and remixing shit and refining shit, girl. Okay, they have to start resubmitting comments and things. So you can see, girl, where the edit is. Hold on. And thumbs up this video, girl. Okay? Because we're doing somewhat bitch energy today. So here is TS Madison employees' comments, girl. And as you guys can see here, girl, big ass edit, girl. These girls always changing their bullshit up, child. All right. So he says, if I didn't say anything significant, why are my name? I think he meant is. He is a writer. My God. My name and photo so prominent in your video. It didn't feel to me that they were together. They were together. Either you didn't listen to my video for understanding, or you just don't comprehend well. My video wasn't to speak on any of the darkness that Vincent spoke on. I was confirming that I knew Larry was lying then and now his sexuality, despite what he said on the live with me, TS Madison, Milan, Christopher, and Miss Chi. So here is where the delusion and the deflection comes into play at. First of all, quite a few commentators found your commentary insignificant. And do you know why? Because you didn't do the math. And that's what happens when bitches get out here yabba dabba doing and using their super soaker throater. Because when Vincent did his weak ass Vincent Spielberg scripted ass tell all, the thing that you conveniently left out of your corroboration, the thing that you conveniently left out of your commentary was that your friend had actually laid down a timeline. So let's listen to his timeline, girl, because in the words of LeVar Burton, you don't have to take my motherfucking word for it. Let's listen to Vincent, you guys.
Pastoring, traveling the road, working with me on Larry Reid Live, we maintained an ongoing sexual relationship. That, to my knowledge, only he, Shamako Bryant, and myself was aware of from 2005 to approximately 2017. But I cut off the sexual relationship.
Oh, so that's the part you left out of. Because you were so quick to be an Atlantean messy little girl. See, the reality that your friend put into place was that him and Larry were absolutely over, okay? Because he decided to bring the sensual relationship to an end, approximately 2017. Okay, so he's rounding up the end of 2016 into the tippity top of 2017. The interesting thing about that math is that your friend just made an admission that by the time Larry and him would have met you in TS Madison and came into the Queen's Court phenomenon where he met you at, him and Larry's sensual relationship would have been over for almost an entire year by the time that happened. So, in fact, you did not know that they were together. And even Vincent's timeline does not corroborate your knowingness. Also, within your commentary, you never made one motherfucking mention of how you personally knew that to be true. Because what you failed to admit is that you had first and foremost just assumed that Larry was gay, because everybody does. They both live in Atlanta. They both live together. And so when Vincent personally told you that they were together, you just took it as fact. But that's not what you had said. Between your assumption and what Vincent told you, you made a personal decision to decide, oh, that they in fact were true. You had never communicated to Larry. You had never asked him about the nature of their relationship. And in all of your commentary, you never gave one motherfucking example of you seeing them as an actual couple. You could not testify before Congress, bitch, that you saw them kiss. You saw them hug. You saw them twerk on each other. You saw dick sucking, ass clapping, or nut busting. You had not one personal anecdotal relationship or one personal anecdotal observation to substantiate. I'm a ghetto lawyer, Lamach. To substantiate your claim. Okay? Secondly, if you would have been a humbled bitch, instead of you having time to pussy pop in my comment section, you would have took the opportunity that I gave you to be enlightened when I 1 + 1 and 2'd your ass with the facts and reminded you that your friend gave a timeline, which means that he lied to you. Now, once you realize that he had lied to you because he just admitted to 60, 70,000 motherfucking people that their relationship had in fact been over since 2017, and you didn't meet them until 2018, you had an opportunity to make one out of two decisions. Humbly come back to your commentary and say, you know what, bitch? Y'all sent me that bitch's live stream CTV girl, and she enlightened me, girl. So I stand corrected. I didn't know a motherfucking thing. I made an assumption, and then I took what Vincent told me and used that to legitimize my own personal belief that they more than likely were a goddamn couple, since all the other variables were there. This is Atlanta. Larry comes off as gay, and they live together. Or you could have made the decision to call your fucking friend out and say, bitch, how dare thee? How dare you? How dare you lie to me? What was the point, girl? You were behind the scenes of the TS Madison experience during the Queen's Court and the Queen's Supreme Court telling me and everybody else that you and Larry together. But you got your ass out here in front of the public and told these people that their relationship had long been over, bitch, before we ever met y'all. But yet, a little bit of the smoke was for me. Now, let's get into this comment section, because this is where things get real fascinating. Oh, no, and we don't want to see no doctored up receipts now after the fact, bitch. See, because that's how the girls do. The girls jump out the window, and then when they get corrected, then they try to doctor up, girl, and Photoshop up some shit, girl. Because their egos, they refuse to hang on a cross. See, whatever receipts you have, that's the point of coming correct and coming correct the first time around. See, you don't have too much time on your hands now to figure out how you're going to fix your mouth. But this is further corroborated by Larry Reid in the comment section. So let's look a little bit here. Let's look a little bit here, girl. Let's do it. All right, so you guys heard what TS Madison's employee said. Let's get to Larry. All right, so this is Larry, girl. Let me see if I can blow this up for y'all. Because I guess we're putting on that bitch today. So Larry said under TS Madison's employee's comments on that show, you guys wanted me to tell something that would require telling what isn't your business to know and shouldn't have asked on a live. I wasn't ready to say and didn't feel comfortable in the moment, especially being my molestation was being clowned insensitively. About a year after that on my platform up until last night, I said I am a top. And you should reiterate, you only know what Vincent told you, and you didn't bother to text me. That's fine. Support your friend's story. I do not have an ex-boyfriend or lover at all. Anyone that says that, it's their story, and that's all. It is not the truth, neither is it my truth. Sit tight. I'ma tell it in the most extravagant, polished Larry Reid live way. I'ma show y'all how to do a production. And also be light on any combo around my money or ministry money that you can't prove if you're brought to court. T.S. Madison's employee said, You weren't ready to say it then, and yet you stood on your platform exposing all the closeted gospel artists. Got it. Larry replied and said, I don't break stories out on anyone. I talk about what's public. Everyone knows that watches and follows. I have never been closeted. At that time, I didn't see the need to tell anyone I ain't frucking how I fruck. Then Larry replied with, just finished this show. Like CTV said, Vincent claimed the last time we frucked was 2017. I didn't meet TS Madison until February of 2018 when she came into my show. I didn't meet you until March of 2018 or later. So if you want to believe we were together, it wasn't when you say. And then Craig opted out of the comment section. So instead of Craig utilizing whatever receipts he claimed he had, what he did was pussy pop onto TS Madison's morning show the next day. And then tried to use her platform to get back in control of the narrative. But TS Madison told him, bitch, you got your own little ass platform to go talk your shit on. You go do all that over there. Okay? That's where you do all that at. Over there on your platform. It ain't no reason for you to be doing this here. Okay? You set it on your platform, you finish it on your motherfucking platform. Shout out to TS Madison. Furthermore, it was a delusion for me because on TS Madison's platform, he made a comment and said, and nigga, you ain't gotta be texting TS Madison. You could have texted me. No, bitch, you the one who got his name in your mouth. What you could have did is text him or given him a ring and corroborated his side of your observations and what Vincent had said to you. But you were so ready to jump into the mix and jump into the fray that you opted out of giving him a courtesy call. So what the fuck he supposed to call you for, bitch, when he had no idea you was about to go live and stand behind your friend's side of the story that him and Larry were together? How was he supposed to have any fucking clue, girl, that you were going to decide to jump head first out of that window, parachute off? You're the one who was clear about wanting to be messy. You were the one, girl, who was so quick to want to jump out and speak on some tea you thought you had. And not only did you not bring the so-called receipts during your 2-hour-long special, you did not bring them either on TS Madison's platform. And now we don't even give a fuck because you had an opportunity to substantiate your claim with those so-called facts when you ran your damn mouth initially. And then when Larry pulled up on your ass and confronted your ass in this chat, you had nothing to say to him. That was your opportunity right there, girl, to say, what are you talking about, Larry? I've seen you making out with Vincent. I've seen you tonguing Vincent. I've seen y'all out on date night. I've seen your face in his ass cheeks. What do you mean y'all weren't together? But instead, you conveniently moonwalked your ass right on out of the door. And you so arrogant and conceited and narcissistic, instead of just being humbled by the mathematician himself and helping you to not overlook that big ass piece to the puzzle, which was your friend saying it all came to an end at by way of his will in 2017. You would have known right then and there, bitch, that you had gotten lied to. And you could have blamed it all on Vincent. You could have blamed it all on him, girl. He the one got in that he the one who got in that basement and sat and did pillow talk with you. He the one, according to you, who confided in you. You claimed in your video that you and Vincent had a lot of alone time in TS Madison's basement working for her show, and in that alone time, he confided in you and told you that him and Larry were together. Now, if you claim you had knew that outside of Vincent, there would have been no need for you to even say that Vincent had to tell you, because it would have been as naked and as broad and as obvious as all outside. I find it mighty convenient that you got time to be in the comment section and you got time to be trying to hijack Maddie's morning show to get into some things she told your black ass to do on your own channel, but you refuse to deal with that math. You've yet to still come forward and confront Vincent and say, girl, why you told me that y'all were still together beyond the beyond, doing the Queen's Court, doing the Queen Supreme's Court, but you done got out here in front of these people and said the motherfucking situation had been over almost a damn year before y'all ever had met us. But you got time for me. You got time for Larry. But you ain't got no energy for your friend who made a fool of you. Because those were his words. And once again, girl, I'm not LeVar Burton. The doors of the Reading Rainbow, bitch, are wide open. See, the reality is you hoes not interested in the truth. That's what's so funny about it. That's why you bitches are a joke to begin with. You don't listen. You don't listen well. You hoes are messy and gossipy as fuck. That's also why Vincent had to start being recorded. Because he was telling some people we never had a sexual relationship. Telling other people we've been involved for 1 trillion years, girl, all up and through my career with TS Madison and all. Then telling everybody else, girl, that I only did 1 or 2 things with him. It was sporadic. It was sometimes, girl. And you're going to hear that in the audio. In one of several audios that I have with Miss Vincent. Oh, and to all you hoes who was questioning whether that was his landlord on the phone, girl, Vincent already done corroborated that it was. He's also trying to get ahead of that story, girl. And his landlord is suing him for all $8,000 of her motherfucking back due rent. Let me drop the link for Larry. Because I guess I'm put that bitch on today. I just dropped the link, Larry. You guys thumbs up the video. The link is only for Larry. Because see, girl, when I get out here and take my time to make things make sense, and folk want to deflect and pussy pop instead of dealing with the reality, honey, your issue isn't with me. You need to now deal with your lying ass homeboy. And why he telling all these motherfucking tall tales all around town. Let me text Larry this StreamYard link. Hold on. Oh. Hi.
Hey, what's up, Conscious? I didn't know you were going live today. But let me say this, and then I gotta go because I'm here in Mexico, and I just came back to the room, so that's good. Number one, as it relates to Craig, had every opportunity to text me and talk to me privately, and he didn't want to do that. Everybody's into clicks, likes, views. Get your money, enjoy yourself. I don't mind. And you can tell any story that you want to tell. I don't mind that either, as long as you are spelling my name correctly, because I know how to use all of this to my advantage. And thanks for building me up. But what I don't understand is why he's obsessed with me saying who I have had any form of sex activities with. It's not his business. And it wasn't any of those guys' business that day when I was on TS platform. That ain't what she brought me up there for. I believe that me and Maddie have a good relationship, and she wouldn't do anything like that. I haven't seen her move like that any other time. So that energy that I peeped on the platform at that time was definitely Craig originated. And that's when I realized while I was sitting there, I said, okay, Vincent has went and told these guys a story. I don't know what the story is, but he's clearly shared something that was private. And so I went to Vincent and I asked him, you knew about that. I told him. I think people are probably going to be questioning why you were recording Vincent, but they
And I
don't.
just told them why.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know we all had a relationship, all of us. So you knew. So we had talked, me and you, and I said, I think that's when I told you that me and Vincent have had sexual dealings. I maybe didn't even tell you because I don't even, if it's my business, I tell it. But if it involves you, I ain't gonna tell that. I mean, I'm gonna take that to my grave. And I just couldn't believe that he told it, and I didn't understand why. I said, so what was the point? What was the point of that? So then, but that at that moment, and I think that was maybe 19, is when I realized, okay, so here we go. I always knew what Vincent was disgruntled about and what he wanted from me that I couldn't give him. I knew about that on a personal level. As far as a relationship, I could never give him that. I can't give that to anybody, married or not. Now, for those of you to give perspective, because y'all saying cheating on Lisa, it's not the case. Me and Lisa know our relationship was on and off again for 18 years. On and off again for about half, well, more than half of our relationship. It was just tumultuous. But to say that I'm in a relationship with somebody, a sexual relationship, and it's been shopped like it's something like a mistress or a mister on the side of my wife at the time, that is 100% inaccurate. It's just not true. It's wrong. It's a misrepresentation. Now, I want you to think about anybody you've messed around with more than one time coming out and telling the world y'all were in a sexual relationship. It don't make no sense. I mean, if I'm in a sexual agreement relationship with you and it's me and you and it's some even maybe even emotional, the way it sounds to me, it's been shot as something that is not, and it's not that. Which later on, I'm going to explain in detail. I guess if I'm asked, I see one day I got to do an interview. I don't know what they're going to ask, but I don't never tell people you can't ask me nothing. So I got to fly to LA for that interview. So I'm pretty sure they're going to ask me. But that's the truth. And to anybody else that's saying anything else or taking whatever Vincent's saying, that's fine. Take what Vincent, like I told Craig, you can support your friend, but just make sure that whatever you repeat that your friend is saying, that you can stand with that, because there's this narrative that's been shot that there's a misappropriation of funds and all this kind of stuff. Well, that is illegal, and that is a problem. My lawyers did see it, and they are highly upset. Anybody on this YouTube that's saying that, Unless I just like decide, look, y'all leave them alone, you're going to be sued. And you're not going to be sued for defamation only. You're getting sued for something called interference. And you know, I have not sued anybody and not one. So just stop that. And that's all I want. Somebody say semantics, but at least you're finally trying to be honest. I don't have an honest problem. I'm private and confidential, and that was nobody's business. And Lisa probably going to be upset that she said, don't share that because that ain't nobody's business. It's not. It's nobody's business. That's between me and Lisa and Vincent. And Vincent should have never came out public. He could have texted and called me and Lisa to have a conversation. And then she could have shared with him what she already knew. But he done it like this to be malicious. I mean, he mad at me, mad as hell. And I can't blame him because life is hard. And I made his life very easy. And now that's gone. And that's just it. So this whole Larry not honest, man, you don't know me, you don't follow my platform. I am the most honest person on the face of the earth, as far as I've met. So that's not the case. He'll just want none of your damn business. And it should have been nobody's business, but he wanted to, I guess, injure me. It was a failed attempt. It actually is making my community stronger and every relationship in my life stronger. I didn't even know I was this loved. I really didn't know. I mean, I didn't. Listen, there's one woman that sent me $10,000. She said, I want you to take it and take them same people back to Dubai. You know, I have been working and helping people for real since I was a teenager. So you got generations, parents done had their kids that done prophesied and miracles done happen. So this thing is generational. So when you talking about trying to take me down, you wasting your time because the only person can take me down is me. So y'all have all this fun out here on this internet and get your clicks and your likes and your views. And then when you take my name out of your title, nobody's going to watch your ass. All right, that's it. Oh, and shout out to the content creators like Consciouztv because he is the first one to always tell the truth of the matter because he can. He knows my community, my ministry, my contractors, including Vincent, and has known for years. So y'all can't talk on it the way he does because you don't know. It's as simple as that. You just do not know, and you're not in it. There are people in the chat I see right now that's really in my community. They know. They knew before this happened because I had a vision. I had a vision of Lester and Vincent about 4 months ago, or however long it was, and I told them how it was going to happen, and that Lisa was going to be the target. You don't fool nothing up on me. Y'all don't know that side of me like that. So none of this is a surprise. We well over here, and we very clear, and we're just watching because what this has shown me is who is my real friends, who are my enemies, which I knew were the enemies, but it showed me this, who has been on the fence about me and was waiting to either make a choice to connect or not. And a lot of people have made a choice to connect. So, fuck yeah. Bye.
Bye, Larry. That was straight from the horse's mouth, you guys. To expound upon that, you guys know Larry is very... Thank you, Sky. Isn't CTV so cute? Isn't he lovely? Isn't he wonderful? Isn't he love? Isn't he? To expound upon that, you guys know Larry is very... I think because Larry, and I noticed this about a lot of misfits who know who they are, a lot of people who've been different their whole life, we're really built for this type of stuff. Because people who are different and people who've been different their whole life and been marching to the beat of their own drum their whole life have never really had the luxury of fitting in. So always being judged, always being misunderstood, always being subjected to the rumor mill. These were things that have been a part of people's life who were different for whatever reason, whether it was the way they dressed, whether it was their orientation, whether it was whatever it is that made them unique and that set them apart, and whatever made them be considered weird. So even the lawsuits that Larry has had against bloggers, against accusers, Larry had to be pushed to do those things. Larry really don't be given a fuck and is really clear about who the fuck he actually is, even in the face of people trying to tell him and others who he is in fact not. If it wasn't for Larry's team, if it wasn't for his attorneys, the lawsuits that you guys have seen would have never happened. Because Larry is able to sit there and let all them people yabba dabba do and strengthen his algorithm, strengthen his engagement, because he benefits always from the publicity. And he can move it right along. Now, what the world is not used to is people being that clear. People who don't bend, who don't break, who don't fold based upon public pressure. I really didn't realize what God was setting me up for when I grew up as stylish and artistic and as queer and as different and gifted as I was. I'm like, why? I'm such a nice person. Why am I always subjected to rumors? Why everybody want to know if I'm gay? I mean, people were obsessed with me throughout school. Always obsessed with my orientation before I was even vocal about my own, before I even knew what the fuck my orientation was. Truly. God was preparing me for life in media. God was preparing me for life before the public. God was preparing me for the paparazzi. God was preparing me for what comes with being a public figure. Because it's not just gold and roses. It's judgment. It's conspiracy. It's rumor milling. It's slander. It's everything up in between. And look at how you even have a few dim-witted ass people here. Somebody said earlier talking about, I ain't seen a case with Levante. Well, clearly you don't know what pacer.com or .org is. You never heard a court listener? Because see, when you stop expecting other people to do the work for you and you're interested in your own nosiness and you just do a little Google search, you will see then that even Larry won a judgment against Levante. Found guilty. Okay? Levante ass is on the run right now, trying to evade his judgment. Now, Larry, I'll let y'all play on his top when it comes to a lot of shit. And the attorneys have entered the chat. They've told Larry that he, in fact, has a solid case against every motherfucker who is actually slandering him. Whether that be these alleged ex-lovers or whether that be these raggedy, disgruntled, food stamp recipient having ass content creators who are doing anything for a Klondike bar. Larry has options. And there's 3 particular individuals who the lawyers really want. So Larry's going to weigh his options and his wherewithal and He'll contemplate and he'll decide which way. Pretty Mortician says, I hope he sues them to oblivion. Because Larry has won every lawsuit he's in fact filed. I don't give a fuck what none of these people coming forward say. None of them have been interested in seeing Larry in court. And it's because they know the only space they can get away with narratives and exaggerations in are this space right here. Because this is the gauntlet. This is the digital jungle. But Sherry says don't sue anyone broke. Here's the gag. Suing is also a punishment. You get lien on properties. You can get gag orders and injunctions, which create financial sanctions and potential jail time. Look at how much Cardi B done took Tasha K through, to the point that what Cardi B did caused Tasha to think she was the smartest crayon in the book. And then as a result of her trying to evade Cardi B's judgment, she tried to manipulate bankruptcy court and then fucked around and broke the law, moved assets, and then explicitly lied under oath. Now her case has been turned over to the criminal justice system. You see how one thing leads to another, that leads to another, that leads to the other? You get a judgment on your credit, on your record. This destroys your rental history. It makes so many things profoundly complicated. So there's still a lot of incentive to sue people, because lawsuits are shit to deal with. Not to mention that if you can't afford to litigate, baby, go broke real fast. Like these other bloggers, forced to file bankruptcy, etc. The blogger that Larry sued, forced to file bankruptcy. It's a mess and a whole half. And you want to know why Larry was successful in his suits? Because what proof is to the criminal justice system is not conjecture. It's not, well, he said, but she said, but they said. Court of law is objectivity. And Larry has always had the facts on his side. The blogger that Larry sued done been financially sanctioned 3 damn different times. Look up that docket. So all of y'all who've been curious to know, does Larry have a team? He absolutely does. And they're a brilliant team of attorneys. They're Jewish as well. My lawyers are a Jew. You gonna chew up all the charges. Shout out to Raymond. He's also done some significant work for me in the past. So that's it. That's all. TS Madison's employee, your friend lied to you, boo. Your issue is with him, not with my commentary. Because if you didn't want your name in a title and your picture in a thumbnail, bitch, you shouldn't be a goddamn content creator. You damn sure are not under any of these other content creators' videos asking why. Because everybody heard what I heard. Okay? So fuck you and suck a dick. You guys have a wonderful day. Thumbs up this video, share and subscribe, and you guys know that I will be reporting the facts all along the way. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.